Hello, everyone. Sean Higgs coming at you for Picks and Parlays with Tony K, the Vegas top dog himself. We are going to be doing a couple college football free picks for you for here on Saturday, the 20th. But before we get to those winners, do us a proverbial solid. Hit the like, share, subscribe, notification bell on. So you know each and every day, Picks and Parlays, free pick videos drop. I told you we were coming back with videos and free picks. We got Allie Burns' Total Chaos, Rapid Fires, Joe Madden Live a couple days a week, free picks here. Here's college. We got NFL. I'm sure there'll be baseball playoffs and who knows, WNBA playoffs maybe will make their way in here. NBA college hoops on the horizon, prop shows. Again, the only way to keep up to speed, I picked the parlays now. Notification bell on. Twitter, we got a Twitter. You know, I'm at Twitter. You got me here, Mr. Sean Higgs at Vegas Top Dogs for Tony K. We got you covered there with your daily free picks here from Picks and Parlays. Excited to be with Tony K today, my guy. Good to see Tony K. Tony K gave me my shot way back in like 04, 05, way back when. Wrote in. He said, sure, man. You want to get on? And here we are, 20 years later, still friends. Hung out with the guy in Vegas. He's got a picture of me with no shirt on. It's pretty scary. Sends it to me every once in a while. We get a good laugh out of it. Anyway, Tony, how you been?
Good. I remember in Vegas you had, I think you had some bunions or blisters on your feet.
The back of my foot is still all jacked up from walking with, we had the sandals on. And it was from the year before. Because that's funny. It was like the next year. I had my wife was out there with me, and we were out there with a couple other couples. I'm like, oh, we're at Paris. I said, let's walk down to Burger Bar, Mandalay Bay. Yeah. So wearing like quasi flip flops when it's 105 degrees and the concrete or the cement out there, the blacktop is on fire. Yeah, my heels have never healed, Tone. So that was in 2007, I guess. It's 2025. There's still a hot mess from the concrete out there in Vegas. It's hot. Yeah, and I didn't learn my lesson. That was a year later. I came out in the same sandals to wear all over the place.
I think it was 115 degrees out. It was hot. It was even hot in the pool. So I think it was July or August. It was definitely midsummer.
I was just out there this past July and August. Again, it was hot as heck. Like the pool water is like just like it's not even refreshing. Like I get you want to jump in. Why can they make the pools warm in the winter, but they can't chill them in the summer? Like you can't just drop a bucket of ice or just stream in some cold water. I don't know. There's got to be a better way. Anyway, listen, enough about that. Speaking of hot, you're going to be looking at TCU SMU here on Saturday. It's the Iron Skillet. So, we like the skillet's got to get hot to cook that beef here. TCU, a 7-point fave. Total of 64.5. Kickoff at high noon here. This puppy's all yours. What do you got for us on SMU and TCU?
Speaking of the Iron Skillet, doesn't that sound like should be like a truck stop?
I'd go.
Swing by the Iron Skillet here, and
I wouldn't get the egg salad out of the fridge though. I'd probably get a
chili dog.
Chili dog, something good. Whatever is just spinning on the under the heat lamp. A gas station sushi.
Before I jump in with my analysis on this game, guys, visit picksandparlays.net. Check out my page, Tony K. Free picks, free articles, my premium picks for the weekend. It's at picksandparlays.net. And give us a like, subscribe, thumbs up to this video. You'll be notified each and every time we have a new one. This one does kick off at 12 noon Eastern on ESPN2. Iron Skillet rivalry. And like Sean said, total 64.5. Both of these teams are up-tempo, run-and-gun style. 5 of the last 6 games have averaged 76 points per game. So I think we're going to see another shootout in this one between SMU and TCU. TCU quarterback Josh Hoover, very good this year. 6 touchdowns, just 1 interception. TCU plays fast tempo. We saw that at the beginning of the season against North Carolina. They could score and score quick. A lot of talented receivers and tight ends with big play abilities. I think you're going to see a shootout from both teams here in this Iron Skillet rivalry. It's going to be high octane, very exciting. Take the over 64.5. expect a shootout. I think you'll see this one combined for at least 70 points, living up to what they've averaged over the last 5 games. Take the over.
There you go. Tony K says to go over the 64.5 SMU TCU battle, high noon in Texas. You got to love it. I looked at this game briefly. I looked at it, I'm like, I want to sort of look at SMU based on like the offense and the points. I couldn't come to a plan. I'm glad you got a side for everybody. Over 64.5 there. Be sure to check out Tony's premium action at picksandparlays.net. Again, these are the free picks. We want to win all of our free picks. And just looking at the board here, Tony 16-6. He's the number 3 capper college football on the season there. Not too shabby.
Yeah, 13-5 with the premium picks. I think before everything got moved over, they were counting my free selections towards the record, but still a great start for college football, and I'm looking forward to another huge Saturday.
I see, Bruce Marshall at 17-3, 85%, ridiculous. I thought that was pretty good, 31-19, and that is all premium. That is not. There's no free picks in that one. That is straight up. I'm firing away 50 games a couple weeks into the season. And I'm ready to go. I got like another dozen up already for this week here too as well for Saturday action. I'm not scared to jump right into it though. No way. And I got one to fire too. We got a couple ranked teams going at it here, Illinois and Indiana, and 5.5, 52.5. I gotta say, this is a 7:30 game tonight, folks. Here in the Big Ten country, both teams undefeated. Belema, Signetti, 2 decent coaches. I can't believe that Illinois is ranked where they're ranked. I guess they played a little better schedule. Duke, Western Michigan, I guess, Western Illinois, whatever. Indiana's played nobody. Indiana State, Old Dominion, and Kennesaw, and they're a 5.5-point favorite. On top of the fact they lost their top running back is out. Yeah. Like last year, they got rushed for about 900 yards and 7 touchdowns. BB is out. The line really hasn't fluctuated all that much. When I look at this thing, I'm like, you think it would have came down a point or two. It's actually gone up a point. I see a random 6 out here from a 5.5. I mean, it's going up in places. And you know what? I'm going to take this as like my simple old school way of looking at things, Tone. When you're like this too, college hoops, college football. You get a ranked team or a unranked team. In this case, we have the lower ranked 19, 20, whatever Indiana's ranked, favored over the top 10 squad, and losing a guy on top of it. We do have a revenge spot, like if you want to call it that, from a couple of years ago. Illinois beat them. That's I don't really play much into those kind of things there, but I like Indiana. Why is this 5.5? It looks pretty easy, as I mentioned. Indiana's schedule: Indiana State, Kennesaw, Old Dominion. At least Illinois went on the road and played Duke, who's playing their quarterback $5 million to play there. I mean, who's Indiana played? They lose their best running back, and they're still a decent-sized favorite here at home. Sign me up for the Hoosiers here, minus 5.5. You got a thought on this one? If you don't, it's okay. It's fun.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on that game. I think if I, gun to the head, I'm going to go with Indiana. I think they should win by a touchdown or more, like for all the reasons you said. But I definitely will not have a premium selection on either side in this game.
There you go. When I do the free picks, I don't know if you're like this. Sometimes we get assigned free picks, and you got to dig into them a little bit. Sometimes I find myself on a game that I wouldn't be on necessarily, that I kind of not talk myself into, but research my way into liking a side or a total on something. And this one might actually even make the cut for me on Saturday. Who knows? This could be lucky 13 on the day. You never know. But
I found myself doing that. I've done videos, and the more research and the more I look at it, I'm like, hey, I like this game more and more every day.
Again, sometimes they just work out that way where you're looking at a game and you're already kind of setting your way on it. Like, okay, I like this game. I'm going to go this way. And you're just, boom, let's go for it. Other times it's, we'll see how it plays out. They aren't what they are. Again, free picks are the free picks. Indiana minus 5.5. Tony likes TCU. I don't have it over there, but that's a TCU SMU game. Yep. Over the 64.5. 2 free plays for you. Again, you want our best bets here on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any day of the week. picksandparlays.net. You see, you know, the site may have changed a little bit. There might be some new faces here and there, but you got guys that have been here for a minute as well. Just a little bit of a different design. The videos are back. We want you included. On your way out, hit the like button. You want to comment on these games? Knock yourself out. Hit the, comment in there. Who do you like in these games? But for Tony K and myself, Picks and Parlays, thanks for watching. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.